Novak Djokovic drops fresh update as retirement buzz looms large after Australian Open. Setback. Novak Djokovic's future has rarely been a quiet topic, but as tennis moves toward 2026, the conversation has reached a new intensity. Following his Australian Open final defeat, retirement chatter has grown louder around the 24-time Grand Slam champion. At 39, with nothing left to prove statistically, many observers believe the Serbian icon is approaching the final chapter of a career that has redefined modern tennis. Yet Djokovic, as he has done countless times before, is pushing back against expectations, and doing so with unmistakable clarity. Rather than hinting at an imminent farewell, Djokovic has delivered a fresh update that reframes the entire discussion. His message is simple: retirement is not on his mind. Instead, his ambition stretches further into the future, anchored by one defining goal: the 2028 Olympic Games. Australian Open loss fuels the debate. Djokovic's Australian Open setback served as the immediate spark for renewed speculation. Melbourne has long been his fortress, the stage where he built an aura of near invincibility and claimed a record number of titles. Losing in the final, there inevitably raised questions about time, age, and whether the margins that once tilted decisively in his favor are beginning to narrow. For many players, a defeat at 39 would be read as a sign to step away. For Djokovic, it has instead become another moment of reflection and recalibration. Those close to the sport understand that setbacks have often fueled his next surge rather than signaling decline. That a clear message on the Olympic stage on the opening day of the Winter Olympics, Djokovic was asked directly by a fan about his future and the possibility of retirement. His answer left little room for interpretation. "I am not thinking about retirement. My goal is to play until the 2028 Olympic Games. Being in the village with all the other athletes is a unique experience," Djokovic said. The statement was striking not just for its confidence, but for its specificity. In an era where many veterans keep their plans vague, Djokovic has identified a concrete destination. The Olympics, an event he has long spoken about with reverence, remain a central pillar of his motivation that he expanded on that vision moments later, acknowledging both the distance and the desire that still drives him. "It's far off, but I have a desire to play until then," he added, reaffirming his intention to target the 2028 Games. Why the Olympics still matter to Djokovic. Djokovic's relationship with the Olympics has always been deeply personal. Unlike Grand Slams, which reward individual dominance, the Games represent something broader: national pride, shared experience, and a connection to athletes across disciplines. For Djokovic, walking through the Olympic Village alongside competitors from around the world is not a formality. It's a source of inspiration. The Olympics also represent unfinished business. While Djokovic has achieved nearly everything tennis has to offer, Olympic success has carried a unique emotional weight throughout his career. That lingering ambition appears to be a powerful reason why retirement talk hasn't resonated with him. Managing age, motivation, and the modern tour, of course, setting a target and reaching it are two very different challenges. Competing at the highest level into one's early 40s requires careful scheduling, disciplined physical management, and an unwavering mental edge. Djokovic has already shown he is willing to adapt, playing fewer events, prioritizing recovery, and structuring his season around peak moments rather than constant participation. This approach has allowed him to extend his prime well beyond conventional limits. Even now, he remains a threat at every major tournament he enters, capable of defeating younger opponents who grew up watching him dominate the sport. Legacy still in motion. What makes Djokovic's latest update so compelling is that it underscores a legacy that is still evolving. For years, his career has been framed in terms of records chased and milestones achieved. Now, the narrative has shifted toward endurance, purpose, and the refusal to be defined by age alone. The Australian Open loss may have intensified retirement buzz, but Djokovic's response has been firm and forward-looking. Rather than closing doors, he is setting his sights on one of the sport's most meaningful stages. Looking ahead to 2028, there is no guarantee that Djokovic will reach the 2028 Olympics as an active competitor. Injuries, form, and the relentless rise of younger talent will all test his resolve. But if history has taught tennis anything, it is that writing Novak Djokovic off has rarely ended well. For now, the message is clear. Retirement can wait. The pursuit continues. And as long as Djokovic's ambition burns as brightly as it does today, the tennis world will keep watching, aware that one of its greatest champions is still very much in the game.